This, to me, was more of a like, hey man, we're fucking normal people like you guys are.
This is Big B telling you to listen to Top's Daily Grind.
It doesn't matter what skill set you have, what experience level you have. You can be fucking Delta Force SWAT Team Operator 6, SAS guy.
Actually, in Colombia, they call me Rambita.
I am your host, Aaron. I got a couple jokers with me here today.
I'm not fucked up. I'm drunk. And then when I'm done with that, I put Vaseline, actually, around the edges. Just ordered somebody.
And welcome everybody to another episode of Top's Daily Grind. Why are you... Why?
I don't know, always.
Why?
He's doing fine.
He's whatever.
Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of Top's Daily Grind. This is episode number 99, 100. Is it 100 yet? The big one,
What? This can't be episode 100. We have to do something special.
Yeah, we have to.
It is special.
It is special.
Fuck.
Welcome to our special episode. We finally hit 100. We didn't even bring those party popper thingies or whatever.
Yeah, this can't be 100.
Yeah, we're
Make
going to
this
have
one a
to
special
do
episode.
something else.
Yeah, make this a special
This can't be
episode.
100. We have
Welcome
to think
everybody
of
to
something cool.
special edition.
Special episode.
A special episode where we answer your questions.
We didn't do a Q&A.
Do we have any questions to answer?
We don't. Goddamn.
Find some questions, John.
Find some questions that we can answer. Anyway, so Craig was telling us a really badass story, and then I ruined his story. So we decided to finish listening to it on the podcast.
You know what, Jesus? You had your chance.
Ooh, he said.
And you were mean to me,
I wasn't mean to him.
and it hurt my feelings, and so now I don't want to
He
tell
doesn't
you
have
guys.
feelings. It doesn't hurt.
Do you actually want to know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't give
But you
a
have to start
fuck.
from the beginning again.
Jesus.
You have to start from the beginning
do
again.
you want to know?
I don't give a fuck. I didn't know
That's a no, but still.
No, just kidding.
That was clearly a no.
That was a clear no. I
yes.
want to hear it, but you have to start from the beginning again, so people
Yeah,
get
you
the
have to start
context.
from-
Give me the first word and then the
Okay, I
last
know.
word, and
I think-
I'll let you know.
Who was into this shit? Edgar was into this? Into stuff like this that he was telling us? Or somebody was into this?
I'm not sure.
what is-
Dylan was interested.
Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted to
No, I was interested
He was
too.
just
I just
wanted to give him a blowjob. He's like, I was just kidding, Craig. I was
Yeah.
interested. Can you keep
He did
telling
rub
me?
my balls a little bit.
I was interested, but I was more interested in my joke.
I could tell.
Like I really wanted to get it out there.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
And it didn't hit quite as hard. It hit harder than I thought
A lot harder.
Yeah.
He walked out of my office.
because it wasn't a success. It was a failure because
No, it was a success.
No, that I don't see as a success. A
I
success.
wasn't.
A success is everybody laughs and then you continue your story.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually offended.
But we all laughed and he left the room.
I wasn't offended. I really did have some stuff to do. So which
here's-
I always do.
We're all gonna participate in his story this time. So
Yes.
Fully engaged.
fully engaged.
From the beginning.
You really built this up, and
yeah,
now
go
it's
ahead.
going to be
no,
terrible.
no, go ahead. You
So-
guys need to refill your drinks. Now's the
All right,
time.
so there's a dude named, well, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's been dead for a long time now. His name was Ernest Shackleton. He was an explorer around the time of like World War I. So he took a group of 27 guys down to, why is it like...
I hear a weird ring, right?
There's like an echo or something.
Not sure.
After everybody talks, there's like a weird ring. Like
I think these were like turned way up.
Oh, okay.
They shouldn't have been. Okay, go
check,
ahead.
check.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So,
We're good.
so basically this guy goes down to, they're going to go to the South
Is that
Pole.
better?
Yeah, it's definitely better. So they're going towards the South Pole. There's 27 guys on this boat. 1915, mind you. So, no, they don't have any electronics. They've got fucking nothing. So they go to the South Pole. They get there. Their boat gets stuck in the ice. It sinks. The 27 guys on this boat get off the boat before it sinks because it's ice. So eventually, I think they hung out by the boat for a little while, and then eventually they're like, you know what, we're gonna fucking die if we hang out here. So they left. Took a bunch of stuff. Took whatever they could carry with them. I read a book about it. It was actually like a book about leadership, and it was talking about how this guy was a great leader, right? And so basically, months later, these 27 guys, all of them survived. Not a single guy died.
Damn. This was in Antarctica, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't even think they made it to like.
The actual Antarctica.
They didn't make it to land. Definitely didn't make it to land.
Oh, okay. So it was
and
still in the
so when
ocean.
they get off the boat, because everything's frozen, they walk to an island that They knew. I think they knew more or less where it was. They were able to find this island, walking on the ice, and then when enough ice had melted, they took the fucking rescue boats to like Australia or something like that. Got a boat, came back, saved the rest of the guys that stayed. 27 guys, not a single one died.
Holy shit.
So this is fucking crazy, right? 1915. They just found the boat. Yes, like yesterday. It's 2 miles.
1915.
Did they find
that's
it
107 years old.
Did they find it because you know how a lot of the ice is melting?
No. This boat is 2
Global
miles
warming?
deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. This is like the coldest water on Earth. This boat is 1.9 miles deep. It's 10,000 feet down. They found the boat, and it's in such good shape. You can see
They sailed back with it?
You can see the fucking name on it, and you can see look at for example, look at this picture. If you're listening, look up the Endurance was found, or Ernest Shackleton. That boat's 106 years under the ocean, and that's the shape it's in.
But do you think
in contrast,
it's because
the
how cold it
Titanic is almost
Absolutely.
like
It's almost gone.
the Titanic
Well,
is
not
going to
gone,
be
but-
the Titanic is going to be unrecognizable in like a decade or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing's been down there for 107 years, and that's what it looks like.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's
could
cool.
could it be the how cold it is?
Yeah, definitely. That's the main thing.
Isn't there like
that?
this-
And I think there's probably not a lot of ocean current there, so there's not a lot of stuff crashing into this boat all the time.
Is the series on Netflix about them? No. Because there's a series on Netflix about something on ice, something like that.
That's the
Sounds
Titanic.
similar. That's not that.
Maybe, I'm not sure. This
Looks
guy,
like brass.
The Titanic
yeah,
was.
it does, right?
Like brass, yeah.
It's like metal embellishments on that has the name on that boat.
It's on Netflix. It something with a boat that hits an iceberg.
Yeah.
And then it sinks.
Leonardo DiCaprio's in it.
So weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy, he went down there. Like in contrast, there was another dude that went down there. I think that dude's name was Robert Scott, something like that. He took like 5 guys. They go down. They actually make it to the South Pole, and then die on the way back because they didn't have enough supplies. And their bodies were found later. I guess in the last several years, they found some information that this guy had given orders to this group of people to come and meet them like halfway with sled dogs and new supplies and stuff, and they never showed up. And so these fucking guys died on the way back. They found the first fossils on Antarctica of like a fern.
So this was shortly after the Titanic.
It was
It was after?
around World War. No, if it was around World War One.
It was 1915 is when their
so
boat
3 years
sank.
after. 3 or 4 years after Titanic.
The Titanic was when?
1911, I think.
1911.
1912, something like that.
Yeah, so that fucking boat is almost gone, and this one is still in such good shape you can read the name on it.
So the one I was thinking of that's on Netflix is called Against the Ice, but this one takes place in Greenland.
Oh, okay.
So no to my question.
Greenland is the opposite end of the globe.
Yeah.
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 So close, but not really.
Do you think they?
It's the complete opposite of close.
Do you think they were,
pretty much. Yeah, I was trying to be nice, but
they were pirates?
they're both on Earth.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
They're both on Earth.
Yeah. So I guess if we're talking like, solar system, it's close.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Okay.
Did
What's
they
that?
find? Did they find anything valuable in it?
I don't think they went down.
They weren't diving. They found
No.
it with like drones and like underwater vehicles.
Well, that's dumb.
Oh, you're not going to get 10,000 feet that
Pussies.
in that kind of water.
You're a diver, aren't you?
Yeah, I fell in the river one time.
Yeah. So no, they found it with like some kind of drone, some kind of like unmanned vehicle.
That's crazy though. Like the type of expeditions people went on back in the day for stuff that like for example, remember when we had the eclipse? Like how cool we thought it was gonna be, but we wouldn't really go that far to go watch it. Like I mean, people did come from far away, made a like 10-hour trip or whatever by plane, but people used to travel like months just to see an eclipse, and then it was cloudy. So they had to wait like another 4 or 5 years before they could do it again.
Before it was going to be
Would you
even
ever
close.
do that, Jesus? Like, say there's some islands that popped up, but it's like the size of the United States.
I don't like to go to Salt Lake.
To go explore. You wouldn't do
That
something
sounds,
like that?
that sounds like a no.
Yeah, definitely no.
Yeah,
I could take a gun out, fucking.
You
do it.
probably would.
Well, yeah, you can take whatever you have now, but it's like unknown, untouched territory.
I
And
would.
I mean, now maybe with Elon's new phone that might come out someday.
what was it called again?
I can't remember, but it's with the Starlink stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen their website for the Starlink internet?
No,
It's actually pretty fast and not that expensive.
really.
It's $100 a month.
What?
It's $100 a month
For what speed?
So
for max like 150, 200.
check this out. So
upload
the beginning
or
of
download.
the beginning of last year, where I put my trailer for the summer, I couldn't get internet there. You know, I had the little fucking Verizon whatever the fuck pack, and that would suck. And so I asked around, like, you know, where can I get internet? And Maya's like, oh, you know, the Starlink to get internet a year ago, it was like almost $300 a month.
Yeah, because you can get the premium, but the
no,
premium
this is just any fucking internet.
yeah. No, that one's $100 a month, and it's got I think you pay $500. I think it's what it is. So you pay the $500 is your
Upfront?
Yeah, what it costs to send you the stuff, and then it's $100 a month with no contracts and.
So how did it work? You know how?
Because they have the premium one, and that one's you have to pay $2,000, and it's like $600 a month.
How did he give it to you? Ukraine, just like that?
600.
They just send them the things, yeah.
600 megabits or gigs?
No, megabytes.
No.
No, $600 a month.
Oh, okay. What's the speed? Like, what's his fastest speed?
The fastest speed's like 300, I think, 300 megabytes, or 300 to 500. I think.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get fiber.
I'm getting over that with fiber right now.
I'm
for
getting
like
fiber like
$70
today or
a month.
tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't like. We're talking about places where you can't get fiber.
Oh,
Try
okay.
to get fiber out.
Yeah, at high C. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I understand that, but that's
No,
expensive.
hold on. Well, he made it seem like he just flipped the switch, and it was like, here you go, Ukraine.
No, you send them. He sent them like the equivalent of what would be like a dish, like, you know, dish
A
network.
receiver. You have to have some
receiver.
kind of receiver.
Yeah, so he sent a bunch of those.
Overnighted him, or
Yeah, basically.
Probably.
dropping him off parachutes. Do you think that's why there's so much footage and content coming out of the Ukraine now?
You know what's weird about that?
Yes, check it out.
Like, why? So if Russia invaded, right? Why wouldn't? It seems like the first thing they would have done is shut all that down.
They did
People are still getting videos out. Like,
because of Starlink.
No, because
but before that.
in the beginning,
because they didn't do it right away.
yeah, no, in the beginning, I noticed. I even asked, how come there's not footage from the Ukraine side? You know, there's people posting stuff from Russia, missiles flying over and whatnot. I'm like, how come the Ukraine's not? And then I started thinking, I'm like, oh, it's because it's either that they jammed it, they took those towers out, or something like that.
At the beginning, you didn't really see footage from Ukraine,
But after the whole Starlink,
I was seeing a bunch.
and then you're also getting footage from like there's news networks there too that have their own satellites and their own shit. But
No, but I was seeing a bunch of like cell phone video footage from the very beginning. And I guess there was somebody that I was listening to talking about it, and they were saying, like, you know, one of the first things that one of the first things that happens most of the time when a country invades another country, especially nowadays, is they shut down communications.
yeah, they did.
They'll disrupt cell service and, you know, shit like that. But it seemed like Russia didn't do that right off the bat. I don't know how long it took them to do it.
I think they did, but maybe it wasn't like everywhere.
I think they were focusing more on because the videos that were being posted, like ammunition sites and like where they had weapons and things like that. They probably focused on that first and then communications.
So for high C, the hardware's $499, shipping and handling is $50, and then your service is $99 a month for the normal. So the
How did
speeds-
you find that? Because that's what I'm looking at.
Just go to starlink.com
I'm there.
and then go to order now. And then the premium, obviously, that one's a little bit more expensive. So you just type in the address that you want.
You think they have AOL there?
I don't know. But,
Oh, a fucking service address. I got you.
yeah. But that shit's... So, the latency, they want to get it down to, like, really, really... So it's, like, stupid fast. But obviously, the more people that join, the slower it's going to get. But
So when you say, like, it's, you know, you can get it everywhere. Like in Mexico, can you get that in Mexico?
it's
The way
apparently...
I think the way he has his satellites in orbit, they're all geosynchronous, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So he's got his satellites set up. The geosynchronous means that if it's say that it's directly straight up from here, it'll always be directly straight up from here. It's not orbiting at a different speed. It's orbiting fast enough that it just stays where it is. And so he's got them positioned so that he's got coverage on like most of the globe, if not all of it.
Yeah, should be.
because he's got enough satellites up there to make that that
I
work.
can't wait
So-
to fucking get a cell phone.
So if you have Starlink,
You think we can pre-buy like we did this fucking
can you
truck?
move around and use it? Like, say I'm using it here.
I don't know. But I think you
probably-
can.
I don't know.
I think you can.
I think you
Does that
can
make
because that's what
sense?
he's doing
Like-
with the cell phone.
Yeah.
Because
Right?
there was a guy that was on the beach testing it out. Like he had the whole thing, so he had it hooked up to a power
Source.
whatever it is.
Some kind of battery pack or something.
Charger
Generator.
and so he was
Fishing.
no, he was just on the beach and he was trying to
job,
set it up.
You're throwing all the wrong signals here. You're like,
Yeah, he was setting it up.
Yeah, no wonder I always guess wrong.
Is it my body language?
It's your fucking
I'm
fault.
looking for a screwdriver.
He was
hammer? No, screwdriver. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go take photos. No, I'll eat pizza.
Yeah, see, it's your fault.
Yeah, because I have the pizza here and I'm like putting fucking olive oil
You're
on
spraying it
pepper
with something.
and cheese
Yeah.
and pepper.
it. So you guys suck at this. I didn't realize it was me.
He was like,
Yeah.
I'm like fishing.
Fuck balls.
Yeah, you burned me last podcast, and it turns out it's your fault.
Yeah. Well, today I learned. We should do a theme of today I learned stuff.
yeah.
No, but that should be a thing though. Like if I'm thinking, well, the whole time I thought you get the service and say I go home, I still have the service. It's just kind of like
No, yeah, but you need a satellite to bounce it out because for cell phones they bounce off the antennas, so the antennas go to the main thing. And then
Today I learned you need that thing. I didn't know you needed that.
What?
That satellite thing, whatever it was.
Yeah, so you
I didn't know you needed
yeah.
that. I thought it was just like you sign up for it and then all of a sudden.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
what I- that's
it's
what I
like
thought.
Dish Network. As long as you take your receiver and you can set it up to where it points it, but that's not practical.
I'm
And
gonna
this
mount
thing
it on a
looks like
backpack.
it's practical. Like it looks like it's easy to
So
move
do you
around.
think for his cell phones they're gonna send more fucking things up in the sky?
Yeah,
Or
I imagine.
use the ones he has. No.
No, yeah, they use the ones that they have, but I'm sure that he's going to build that antenna into the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
At some point, he'll
At
get
some
it
point he'll
small
have to,
enough
yeah.
to where it won't make a difference.
Yeah,
Like you'll have some, like if it's a laptop, you'll just have some little dongle you plug in and call it
yeah,
good.
because he said it would be the equivalent of a satellite phone. Because unless
Yeah,
he's building
of course.
towers everywhere for the
Yeah, yeah.
phone,
Then it
which
has
I
to
don't
be
think
satellite,
then it has
yeah.
to be like a satellite type phone. I don't know. We should have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
John,
call him
that's
here.
good.
Anybody
Yeah.
that knows him, get a hold of him.
get a
'cause
hold
we
of
have
Elon.
a bunch of questions. And if he wants to smoke weed here, he can. I guess.
Feel free.
He smokes weed.
He took a hit.
Yeah, he
once.
got all mad. He got all. Everybody was pissed off at him after he did it on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Craig says that you don't have the balls to come on a small podcast like ours.
Ooh.
Damn, Craig. Now how is he going to come and be on our podcast when you call him out like that? It's horseshit.
Sorry,
I don't say that though.
I stand by
You're-
I stand by what I said.
You're welcomed on our podcast.
Fucking Leo's
there-
over here looking up like Elon Musk's cell phone number.
No, I was seeing if I can like pre-order the cell phone.
Is there any technology you're looking forward to that you're like, man, can't wait for this?
No, you know what so Joe Rogan was talking about it on a podcast not too long. It was with Mr. Beast. I don't know if you guys know Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. See, Mr.
We played chess once.
Tell him I said hi.
we go by first name basis, so I just call him Mister.
I actually beat him at chess. I beat him
Oh
at
yeah,
chess
me
once.
too.
So
Did
he-
you? Yeah,
So he was telling me
He
about
sucks.
the
Offense,
not
Mr.
that
Beast.
good. Yeah.
No.
or not telling me, but he was talking about there's this place down in Texas where they have it's like a virtual, it's a big warehouse. You put the goggles on and then you put this vest. I forgot what it was called. And so you're going around like hunting or like shooting zombies. And if you get hit or if they start biting you, you can start feeling it all
Yeah,
over.
haptic.
Yeah, the
haptic.
haptic.
They're
the
called haptic
vest.
suits, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it to get more intense than that. You know what I mean? Like, say you do get stabbed.
Fuck that.
Obviously, you don't get
I
stabbed,
barely-
but
I
you
barely
get
walk.
like a.
Yeah, so like the haptic
This
thing
is
is
video
a,
games for me.
And are they coming out with that with better?
I think so. Right now,
That's
the
right now,
goal, I think.
in Texas, they have a whole warehouse that they do that at. They play. You can
Because I saw
put on
one.
the glasses, the vest, and everything, and you can play and shoot zombies.
I saw one where you know how there's that base that you use special shoes or it has a harness so that it holds you.
It has like that little treadmill thing.
and you're running on it. I saw another one that's I think a little bit more ingenious, but that one it's like it's almost like a swing, but you put it on and it like you levitate a little bit off the ground so that like
Yeah, because that treadmill one isn't that like hard to push.
It's yeah.
You gotta put a lot of pressure
not
on it.
really, but it's weird. 'Cause you're sliding all over.
It's
I don't know.
weird because it's somewhat spherical, and that's how it can move in all directions. And so and I think part of the problem too is like it's not the same as actually walking or whatever, because you have to like push it before it moves, and so there's that delay that's kind of weird.
I think
The
I
one
think
where
I
they
would like
suspend
the,
you though seems cool because there's like a slick surface underneath, and so you're still making contact, but
Yeah.
you just slide.
But
Yeah.
how do you think that would work? Because like sometimes, say if you're running and you want to make a quick left.
You would make a quick left because it's
No, if you're levitating, you just,
So there's a
turns.
harness. There's like a harness that you're strapped into that has like a ball bearing basically. So
Okay.
like when you turn, it turns it. You stay upright in it the way the
the one
thing
he's talking
set
about is
up.
different from the one I'm saying, but it's kind of the same principle.
okay.
But this one, you're hanging from a ceiling, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Like that one, it's a big, bulky thing that you stand in.
We're talking. I haven't seen that one.
This
then.
one's just it's almost like a vest you put on, and it hangs from the ceiling.
Like if you were skydiving.
Sort of.
Scars has been
Oh, so you
skydiving.
know how to do that.
Yeah.
he'd
I've
be-
done
he'd
it all.
He'd be an
Diving,
expert.
skydiving.
How about you? Any technologies you're looking for?
No, just this phone shit that sort of. I'm gonna keep more in touch with that shit and see when
Yeah,
you.
who knows? It
It's gonna
seemed
be
like it was
fucking
going to be.
years.
It's still out a while before it comes out, but who knows?
I don't know. I think we're in Phoenix when we were looking up. Who were we talking to when we were looking up the truck? And then I think we started talking about electric fucking 4-wheeler. Remember?
That was either Phoenix or
That was
Vegas.
Phoenix.
It wasn't Vegas.
But they were starting like an electric fucking.
It wasn't during the show, the SEMA show that you guys.
No,
went
it
to?
was Phoenix. It was Phoenix. We were actually driving to the
Is that Pahonix?
What?
No, it's not. It's Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phone.
Pahonix. You remember that commercial? Never mind.
Nope.
He's like, I want to mail this to Pahonix. Where, sir? It's like, to Pahonix. He's like, you mean Phoenix? Phoenix. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I can see John doing that.
Oh shit.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, but you know, and so it looked like they started on the truck, and then they started on like a Razor 4-wheeler or something like that, and then they scrapped it to go back to
Yeah, it was Nikola Motors.
Oh, the one that scammed everybody.
I think so.
They're not a scam. They exist and they're doing stuff. But I think what happened is they had started taking money
See, this was another one I'm talking
they were working on an electric 4-wheeler, an electric jet ski. They were working on
truck.
they were working on a truck. But they were also working on like recreational vehicles, which you don't see electric recreational vehicles.
That'd be sick
and
as
then
fuck to do a
then they
recreational
kind of like backed off on those, and they're working specifically on like semi-type trucks.
Because they were announcing this truck. It
Yeah.
looked
Looked good.
It looked like a Ford F-150, but like electric version. But what I remember correctly was
they
that
scam people.
they raised a bunch of money and they found out it was going to cost way more to make than they realized, and then they just stopped it.
Yeah, I remember.
Right?
They're-
Yeah, but didn't they refund people's money?
No.
Their shares almost hit $100 a share.
They didn't
And
refund.
right now they're at $7.
Yeah, that's why I said I think it was a scam.
Wow.
They were showing off stuff that they didn't have yet, I believe.
Or couldn't
Yes,
couldn't
and-
produce.
They had
wasn't the Diesel brothers connected with them?
they were yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Come on the podcast
And then
and
the other
explain
one,
your case.
the Rivian. Remember the Rivian
Yes.
truck? You saw the Rivian truck? It couldn't make it up a little hill. It got stuck on a little.
We
it was bad.
we were looking at those at one of the first Overland Expos we went to, and
The second Overland Expo we went to.
It looked like it went
badass.
over.
And
every-
you could like
You
pre-order
got the first part right.
for like
It looked.
It looked bad.
no, the Rivian looked good.
Oh, it was good. It was nice,
I didn't like it.
I don't know what
and it was
like.
cheap. You know, I drove it. I didn't drive it. I just.
But yeah,
It's
they were doing
inside.
like you could do a pre-order. You could like hold one for like $100 or something, and
Yeah, same thing as.
Aren't they selling the?
they're still working on it though, aren't they? Rivian.
The kid Tesla ATVs. A lot of people have them right now.
The what?
Yeah, the kid
Oh, yeah,
Tesla
yeah.
ATVs.
Oh, the kid one. Yeah.
But they're like a step up from a Power Wheel.
That's still badass though.
I mean, it is.
Yeah,
But they're expensive as fuck for that.
Yeah, because
Tesla. What is it?
The Tesla, just the.
It's
I don't know,
just
I don't
look
know
up
if they call
Tesla
it
ATV.
Yeah, I don't know if they call it
you'll find
ATV or a quad or. But it should be Kid ATV or Kid Quad.
Cyber Quad. There you go.
Cyber Quad.
Maybe it was just the driver that sucked.
Maybe
just the
maybe I
driver
don't
that
know.
got-
Maybe he stole
The
it
thing
out.
is,
Or maybe it
the
was like
one-
low on power.
They're out of stock.
Yeah.
Well, the
yeah,
one
I
that, but
figured.
the one that we saw at that
Papa, would you like
expo,
one of these?
Does it have a price?
It wasn't driving. They
Yeah.
just had a thing there to show off.
They don't have them in stock, or I would have bought you one.
I don't like the front. The lights look like those Dyson. Is
It
it
looks like
Dyson?
RoboCop.
Good answer.
Which ones?
the Dyson fans? Is it Dyson that makes those fans that don't have blades?
the bladeless fans.
Bladeless fans. The lights look like those bladeless fans, and the bladeless fans look cool, but the lights look shitty on that truck. I mean,
On which one?
on the Rivian. Yeah.
Isn't it weird that they're able to
Yes.
come up with all this technology, do all this like stuff, figuring out like stuff in space and all this stuff, but they still can't seem to figure out how to cure certain diseases?
No, that's not weird.
Those are I see those as like totally unrelated.
Yeah, it's hard.
Is it?
Yeah, because for example, a cancer cell on one person and a cancer cell on the other person is completely it can be completely different because of the way their body works, and it's just you can't.
And the cancer is technically a living. It's a living. It's organisms like that are difficult. There was a TED Talk I watched, fucking probably 10 years ago, and this dude was talking about exploration, and he's like, what is there left to explore? And he was like, well, we're in space, we're in the ocean, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then he showed this picture, and it was like color coded stuff, and he was like, there's this big black spot here, and he's like, guess what it is? And he had people in the audience guessing, and then in the end, he's like, those are organisms that live inside people's bodies. We don't know what they are. They're not bacteria. They're not viruses. They're not this. They're not that. We still haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, the whole genome sequencing. Everybody thought we had gotten the genome sequence like way back in 2000 something. Like we barely got it all sequenced like 3 or 4 years ago. Like they started sequencing it way back, but it took forever.
Isn't that the DNA thing?
Yeah, where they get the proteins and like the order they're in, and it's a mess. But once you can get it, like if you can get it down cheap enough to where you can sequence each person's DNA sequence individually, then you can use that, like pair it with AI and make medicine specifically for that person.
And CRISPR would be the
And CRISPR
technology
would be-
that would kind of help fix
CRISPR's
some
one.
of that stuff.
I'm sure there's a few others, but
Yeah.
So that when that doctor told me use this kind of ibuprofen because this is better for you, he's fucking lying to me.
probably.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe.
Probably because
I
it
was
works
just
for like
hungover, that was
a
it.
certain
Fuck.
percentage of people. Like, oh, it happened to work on these.
That's
Yeah.
one of the things I'm like excited about is having AI help with medical stuff, because if there's enough, because there's enough money in it
There's
because if there's enough money to keep you healthy, because everybody says that they keep you sick so that they can make more money. I don't believe that, to be honest. But they do overcharge. I believe that.
Yeah.
They overcharge.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
But
right
I don't
now-
think they want you sick.
Right now that you said that, so there's a doctor. I'm not gonna say location just because I don't want to stir shit up, but there's a doctor outside of here, and he's outside of the U.S.
Okay.
The reason he moved from the U.S. He studied everything here, did everything here, became a doctor, whatever here. He moved. The reason he said he moved out of the U.S. was because one of the things that they were teaching him is how to not fully like heal somebody.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that's true, but that's what he said. I talked to him because I was thinking of taking my mom. My mom's in a wheelchair, so
Yeah.
and that's the reason he told me that he moved from here.
I feel like the
I think I know why, but I'll explain to you.
my thoughts on this, and of course this is based on nothing but what I think people are like.
Put a disclaimer.
Yeah. So basically, I feel like for the most part, pharmaceutical companies try to treat illnesses rather than cure them, and that's not necessarily the doctors or the researchers' fault. It's the guys that are in charge of how that company makes money.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. The guys that are there, the guys that are running the company to make money, and all they care about is the money and the power. they don't want to cure everything. If they cure diabetes, then they can't give you a shot for it every day or every other day or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they lose this stream of income that they invested a lot of money to develop in the first place by curing it.
Huh.
So it's easy. It's better. It's probably also easier to treat rather than cure.
Maybe I'm
But
too naive.
I don't know.
I don't, because I don't know. I don't believe that. I just think they can't. And the reason why. You okay?
Is that ringing?
Yeah, it's back.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
But I think that's downstairs.
It's like bad. It's like echoing.
Yeah, that's downstairs.
Yeah, I think somebody's grinding something or.
No, I hear it after somebody talks.
Yeah. It's like
There's like
something.
a
It's like there's something like ringing. There's like something reverberating or something. I don't
Well,
know.
you should start using ear protection when you go shooting.
No, it's not that.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I don't
Puts
see
condoms in his ears.
the reason
Dude,
why.
right now. It's going right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just me.
No, it's downstairs.
No, maybe it's something is. We're getting feedback off of something.
Turn the volume down on the TV.
Of course, it's John.
Oh my god.
Check.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Because
It's
I
John.
took it off and I heard it loud.
Yeah, feedback on that. Gosh. Damn. Anyway, like I said, maybe it's just I'm naive or I think I don't know, but like for him, where he says that he can't cure people here, I think there's certain laws that don't let you, like for example, stem cells. Like the law here doesn't let you fuck with stem cells, and I don't know if they've changed it, but
I think they've loosened a lot of it, but
and so, like in Panama, they've had success treating people with stem cells, and I think if certain law, you can't really change it because it's kind of like certain things are fucked up, but at the same time, they're not as fucked up as people think they are. Like the stem cell thing, they can get stem cells from.
Oh,
Like you don't need to kill babies to get stem cells.
can you
yeah. And it's been a long.
can you explain to John over here? And it's true. A lot of people don't know what stem cells are.
So basically, stem cells is so a cell can become a lot of cells, right? Can become skin cells, can become, and so when a fetus is still small, it has stem cells that are going to become something. They're going to become skin cells. They're going to become hair cells. They're going to become right, like.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track.
But it's like simplified. But I believe that certain like you still have some stem cells left over on the umbilical cord even after the baby's born that you can harvest to create from those stem cells like healthy cells to replace dead cells or cancerous cells. And I don't know exactly how it works.
Yeah,
obviously,
but it comes from baby.
But it's something like that. But it comes from fetuses and from babies and from that area. So it's a touchy subject if you're like pro-life or whatever. And so
And then
the
those they
rules-
inject them into, like, say you have a bad shoulder, like
They'll run them
inject
through your blood.
Is it through the blood?
I don't know how it works, but
Yeah, me neither.
they're
Yeah.
stem cell therapy.
Yeah, they
They're-
go. They, you sit there for whatever time, and they run them.
Because I even talked to Mike a while back because he had his. I'm like, why don't you go down to like one of these?
So with Mike, we had it planned. When I talked to the doctor that I'm talking about right now, Mike was with me,
really,
and that was the trip that we had planned.
really, yeah. Because I'm like, why don't you do something like this and treat because he had that shoulder and the neck problem, right?
Yeah.
For a while.
From his neck from that accident.
Well, and I think and there's been a ton of like advances in stem cells. They don't even have to get you have stem cells.
Yeah.
We all have
Yeah.
stem cells. Before they just had a hard time harvesting enough of them to do anything with, and that's why they were getting them from like aborted babies or things like
Yeah.
that.
So at a time it was considered unethical, but as far as I know, it's not that unethical anymore. But people still have that.
I think they still get. I think depending on where they're doing stuff, I think they do still get some from like aborted fetuses or stillbirths or things like that. But a lot of I think what they're doing in places like Panama is they're taking your stem cells, they extract them somehow, syringe, I don't know, somehow, and then they grow more of them, and then they put them back in your body, and that's supposed to help fix. And so they can put them in, like if your knee is giving you problems, like they can put them directly into your knee, and then that will supposedly help stimulate the right kind of growth in your knee.
Yeah.
So like stem cells are the kind of cells that
I wonder if they can do that in your cock and just make it grow.
make it bigger.
Dude,
We should
that'd be
try.
nice.
We should try.
I should.
I'm gonna ask the doctor.
John's
Go investigate and
volunteering.
we'll all go.
I'm gonna come back.
Look at this, guys. We'll definitely finally get kicked off.
Stem cells.
Where's the Susan? Oh, he's a porn star now. He left everything.
He left everything.
Yeah. No, but what was I gonna say?
God,
But yeah,
that's
I
fucking nasty,
think
dude.
that's part of the thing. And also, for example, if I'm a doctor and I'm studying like diabetes and stuff, it's probably because somebody in your family has it, and so I doubt that they're not coming up with new stuff because people have families too. Even the people that are making money, they have families. So like they would want a cure for cancer. They would want and like,
Yeah,
for
but they don't
example-
want you to have the cure for cancer.
So,
No, but I mean,
so my mom, ever since I remember my mom,
you think
had
Steve
diabetes.
Jobs couldn't have gotten it? Anyway,
My mom's had diabetes. So when she spent years in the hospital, and one time we were almost losing her, and they had what do you call that when they fucking
like tracheotomy or what?
yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
when they did that, and then something else happened that she lost a lot of blood, so they had to put new blood into her. And we get her back home, and she's taking the diabetes and shit, and she's not feeling good. So they, and my mom's the type of lady that she don't really tell you when she's sick.
Yeah.
But they, then she's just every time she take the medicine, she wasn't right. So the doctor, checks her, whatever, and she's like, "Well, you don't have diabetes,"
Fuck.
and she don't have diabetes anymore.
Shit.
How it happened, I don't know if it was a blood transfusion. I don't know, but she's
Or
not.
maybe it was like a wrong diagnosis at the beginning.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh no. Because I would go with her.
Oh, it was like a legit.
Yeah, like I would help her. I would help her put a fucking syringe in her belly with the fucking insulin. Yeah.
Really?
That's fucking weird.
Maybe that's what it was. Because I don't know. That's weird.
But she don't have.
Maybe
diabetes anymore.
there was something like in the blood that the transferred
that did
blood
something.
that did something like maybe there's like a globule or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I don't know, but like
Is diabetes a blood illness?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, it's
technically right. I
yeah,
mean,
because
it's the sugar levels in your blood.
so I don't understand it fully either, but there's that insulin resistance. So, for example, your blood cells need that insulin, and it forms like a. I think what was explained, it forms something that doesn't let the insulin into the cell or something like that, and so it creates more insulin, but your body doesn't need it, and so you start gaining weight, and you start like all that stuff. But I'm not sure exactly, but it is got to do with the amount of sugar that's in your blood.
Maybe.
And the insulin, I think, helps regulate the sugars.
How much blood did they have to give her? Do you know?
I don't know.
That'd be crazy if the cure to diabetes was just a blood transfusion from somebody that's healthy.
Right? Holy shit.
They're like overthinking it, and it's just that.
They're making it so hard, and then all of a sudden it's like super easy.
Yeah,
Diabetes disappears in like a month.
that'd be fucking amazing. We'd be eating cookies and shit, and then getting a blood transfusion every 3 weeks.
You like keep redeveloping diabetes.
Because I know you would. I hope you don't never get it.
Oh,
like
man.
I seriously hope you never get it, but that shit's fucked.
Yeah.
Because
Especially
I don't
all
have
the-
it, but I have pre, and
I have an uncle that died because of it.
yeah, no, diabetes ain't no
Yeah.
joke, man.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking legit. But still,
Yeah, that's why you gotta try to avoid it.
Why the fuck are you looking at me?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Jesus. Like I and that's why I say I don't think that it's the fault of the doctors or the researchers necessarily, but I do feel like they try to. Cures are difficult. I would never say like, oh man, it's probably easy. But at the same time, I feel like you hear enough from doctors like that. They're like, man, they won't let me fucking do what I think is right.
yeah.
And you hear enough of that, it just makes you
Because
question it.
So for example, what I think happens is, this doctor does this, right, and that person dies, or so they have to come up with a rule, so that, and then all of a sudden this rule doesn't make sense anymore, but that rule stays, and then like more people die because of the rule than would have died if they had left the rule off. But now everybody's afraid of a malpractice suit. Everybody's afraid of, and so what was supposed to be a good thing to help save lives becomes a terrible thing that is costing people's lives because some experimental stuff works because almost all medicine is experimental. It gets to a point where enough of it works that it no longer becomes experimental. It's just the medicine.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think? And I'm just thinking of it right now, that maybe they overthink what they're doing. And the reason I say that is because like you think of the reason I'm thinking of this, like my grandma back in the day, you were sick, they would do a home remedy, this fucking with this boom, and boom,
Yeah.
you're cured. Like you're good.
The thing was, it was either you're cured, it's done, or you died.
No, but I'm saying my grandma, like me,
Yeah.
like calentura or fucking anginas, where you have to go into fucking surgery and take those your tonsils out or whatever.
Yeah.
And she would give us a medicine, una pinche sobada aquí, pum, pum, and you're done. Ya no te pegan.
I don't know how much of it, because obviously medicine comes from what used to be what we now consider homeopathy or whatever. It used to be that was medicine.
That was medicine, yeah.
And then all of a sudden now the drug companies, that I believe, but at the same time, once something gets tested over, that becomes the medicine. And so that's why homeopathy gets that bad rap, because that means that they tried it and it wasn't proven to be effective. But at the same time, like, for example, there's certain things that in Mexico they give you, like, same, like my parents, like, take this. I'm like, sure. But I probably would have gotten better just as quickly if I hadn't taken nothing as if I had taken that. Because
You think that?
Yeah.
Or you see?
no, I'm sure of it, because certain viral infections,
They just run their course.
time is what cures you.
Your body is figuring it out.
And,
Yeah.
So
and
right
the
now-
teas and stuff they give you, they do help you feel a little bit better, but because it like drains your sinuses or a little, but the virus has to run its course. So there's pretty much nothing.
Like
you can
for say for example, you have the flu and you got fucking chills, you got fucking fever. Like I've been to the point sometimes, like especially being at a show, that I'm sick the 3 days of the show, and I was with Craig actually and Blade, and I'm just sweating. I can't get up. But if I was at home, my mom would, even with Anna, she would just spray like fucking alcohol with her mouth on my back.
Yeah,
I sweat it out. Next day, I'm back at work.
yeah.
It's weird how
If
it
I,
works.
I've tested it to see if it's true. And when I don't do it, 2, 3 days, 4 days in bed.
Yeah.
That I can't move. I'm weak as fuck. But as soon as they put alcohol on me, I feel it right away. I sweat it out. I get so hot. And then I want to like shower because I'm so fucking hot.
And see that I'm sure that works, because your body's, a lot of that viral load is being released with your sweat, and so what's left is less, and your natural immune system fights it off faster.
Like a thing that I bring back
aside
from
from
Mexico.
that, the mind is a powerful thing.
the mind is
That's what I was trying to say.
Placebo is
But
totally
but then
real.
again, like let me tell you. So Eric, one of the guys that works here downstairs, he was the same way. And I told him, try this. His wife thought he was fucking crazy, but he was at work back the next day.
But he believed it.
No, he didn't believe it.
No,
He didn't believe it. I just said, this is what my mom did to us when we were young.
I think he believed it because he tried it.
Yeah, if he
he
wouldn't have
believed it
believed
enough
it,
because he tried it.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's enough to be like, oh, I'm cured. because I believe it.
I think that's a combination, because, like you said, you sweat it out. That means your body did something physically. So it's no longer
And then,
just placebo.
como el
it's
azul.
also- yeah.
Like another thing that I bring from Mexico when I go down there, this blue fucking powder with
Yeah.
cinnamon tea.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that? It's just
Blue?
azul.
That's azul.
Yeah.
No,
Blue.
It's
not
azul.
white. Okay.
No, it's blue. It's blue.
It's just azul.
Yeah. So I had
Like, what is it? I don't know.
So
It's
a
azul.
little quick story. So my brother-in-law's wife, I bought some, and they come in little containers, and they look like fucking little picking things of blue Coke, And so I buy it at the store, and the store is like,
Probably is blue Coke.
I hope, but they tried it. Don't taste like it. Anyways, just kidding. And so the store, you got Malverde, you got the Santa Muerte in the windows. And so I'm like, I need to stop here real quick. And everybody stays in the car, and I come back. And while I'm walking back, I have, my brother-in-law's car and our car. And me, just to be a dick, I'm like, hey, Natty, I'm taking back your furniture, because my brother made him some, like a bathroom counter thing. I'm like, and I had my truck, so I'm taking that back for you. Will you take this back for me? She's like, what is that? I'm like, just put it under your car seat. If they finally just, No,
Just
I
run.
didn't tell her. I didn't tell her what it was. And she's like, yeah. And,
What a dick.
And I told George, like, he was with me. Sorry, he was with me. And so I told him what I was going to do, and he was laughing. I'm like, well, you have to keep it cool. And so I'm like, can you take this back? She's like, yeah. And so she puts it in the bottom of the seat, and we drive to the house that we were renting, to the hotel I think we were renting. And you could see, like, she was pale. You could see,
fuck.
and we were going to leave the next day. Yeah. And she's like, should I leave it in the car today or whatever? And I couldn't hold it. I started laughing my ass. I'm like, it's just fucking medicine for your fucking stomach.
Jeez.
But same thing with the azul.
Yeah.
Like, with canela and the fucking hueso de aguacate.
Yeah.
And then...
And the burnt tortilla and the fucking...
Yeah, but shit. And then you shit this black shit out, and then you're good.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something
yeah,
like...
it's como un empacho que le dicen.
Yeah.
You shit the demon.
That's, I believe that's an
And watch one of the medicines you take be that, but you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you would
it
take
is medicine.
Pepto-Bismol,
Yeah.
but Pepto-Bismol, like, it helps you, like, not shit yourself, but your stomach still hurts. You can't eat. You don't want to eat. You're not hungry.
But it does turn your shit black.
I've never shit black after
I've
using
never shit black.
Pepto-Bismol.
It turns your shit black. Turns your tongue black too.
I've never done that.
Really? It can. Yeah.
I've never.
Yeah,
had
but
that.
I drink
I've
that
never
azul.
had that experience.
I drink that azul, and once you start shaking, like me, once I start shitting black, I know I'm good.
And see, I think
Don't
this is
Google
why.
black shit.
I think
Pepto-Bismol
this is
turns your
why.
shit back.
I think this is why they do the randomized trials, and they have to do double-blind studies, and they have to do this and that.
Let's read that first
It's
one.
because the placebo effect.
Placebos.
Because there's like when they do this, they'll give half of the group the medicine, they'll give half of the group a pill that looks like the medicine but is nothing. And sometimes they'll have these weird results where the fucking control group will all get better,
Even though they didn't
didn't take anything, and
They
the
just took
other
a sugar
people
pill.
don't. And
Next time that you have calentura, yo te la voy a quitar.
Yeah, we can test it.
good.
It'll be a test.
I'm good.
No, but it's a.
I appreciate it.
You're the person that don't believe shit
Yeah.
that we say or that we
No,
It's not that. It's not that at all.
I know, but I'm not just talking about this medicine thing. But I'm gonna try that on you,
I'm very skeptical too.
and I'm gonna see if.
But
it works.
I do try like the alcohol thing. The alcohol thing works for some reason. It's like Tylenol. Tylenol works.
Well, alcohol
People
kills-
don't know why.
And like,
Tylenol
see,
works.
like for like, and I'm going back to the azul and fucking West, the fucking avocado. And like my youngest, he was like 6 years old when I gave it to him. He didn't believe shit. He didn't want it. It was medicine. He didn't give a fuck. I gave it to him. Boom.
It worked.
Te alivió.
Yeah. So maybe that's just medicine. Maybe there's like I said, maybe there's a pill that's made from that,
Yeah, like the but
but we don't know.
exactly, we don't know.
and we
don't
get
know what it's
overcharged
called
for
or-
it.
Yeah, and
probably
with that,
ibuprofen.
it's just like tip of a teaspoon into a taza, into a fucking mug, and you boil fucking that fucking avocado fucking.
Write this down, guys.
Yeah, write it down.
If you guys
and
get
then
sick,
send me.
but we're not doctors, so
No, we're not. No, this
So
is
this is
what my mom used to
entertainment.
give us.
Entertainment.
And
get a fever.
but yeah, and it works.
Damn.
No, it's funny you guys bring this stuff. In the book, they call it's like a whole culture thing. It was that book that Ed Calderon recommended on his Instagram one time. It's called American Brujeria, and it talks about all this stuff, like how you believe it so much that it actually you think it works, but it's like Jesus said, just with a little bit of time, you would have been.
Yeah,
just
but,
fine.
but, te digo,
but some things,
my
But
youngest,
sometimes it does
he don't
actually
give
work.
a
Yeah.
fuck. It's medicine.
Yeah.
So he don't believe it's gonna help him. But I give it to him, and then he does. Like he has the same. Como se dice? He has the same reaction as I did. Like where he's once he started shitting black, and then he's out fucking playing around.
But see, it's funny because like you have the same problem my wife does. That if you step outside or you step on cold without shoes, she gets sick. I see.
Yeah, me too.
And we asked the doctor, and he laughed at me. Like I'm like, because it's not true.
I almost done that to the doctor, and the doctor laughed, and I just stared at him.
Yeah.
He was like,
He
but
probably
everybody's
stopped
different.
laughing.
But everybody's
He
different.
probably stopped
Yeah.
laughing immediately.
And so like I go with I can go with the cold concrete, no shoes, no shirt, and turn on the car, and I'm fine.
I walk outside without shoes regularly.
I'm fine. And I'm like, it's a placebo thing. And now your body just gets sick because you know you're going to get sick.
Yeah, placebo does work both ways. Yeah,
it does work both ways. And so I'm like, you're just going to get sick because you're used to it. Since you were a small kid, your mom always made sure that you had like 70 fucking coats on so that when you went outside, you wouldn't catch an aire. And then now, whenever you don't, you get sick. But like I was used to, I can go outside without a coat on, I'm fine. And I don't get sick because if it was a legit thing, we would all get sick as soon as we walk outside without a coat. Now, if you're out there for 15 minutes and it's like 30 below, you're going to get frostbite, you're going to get hypothermia, and you're going to fucking die, probably. But that's different.
No. Yeah,
we should try to hypnotize you and see if we can take that away so that you can walk barefoot whatever you want and not get sick.
That'd be
we should
awesome.
hypnotize John too.
Because I have to have socks on or sandals on.
Yeah.
I can't walk on.
Yeah, you're exactly like
barefoot.
my wife. I'm
Or if I have to go outside, I have to wear a coat and a hat if it's hot.
Because imagine if that was legit, like that Cody, what's his name? Cody Lundin?
Lundin? I think so.
What
Yeah,
happened
he'd
to
always
him?
be sick. Maybe he got sick from walking barefoot.
He probably did. Jesus.
Yeah, but that's because they were in the middle of fucking Alaska or something.
Yeah, and he's still barefoot. But, like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
heard
just my
anything
opinion. I'm probably wrong.
I think I just question everything. Well, I think you're the same way too. You just
Yeah, I
because
question a lot of stuff.
I remember my mom had this remedy for like sore throat, and she would make me like take it, and sometimes I would take it for like a whole week and nothing happened. Then finally I got better because you naturally get better.
you
And she's like,
naturally
"See, this is why you take."
Yep.
I'm like, At first,
Maybe you were really sick and you didn't know it.
At first I was like,
Maybe you were
okay,
going to die if you hadn't taken
Yeah,
it.
if you hadn't taken it, it would have been fucked.
But see, I'm wrong a lot of the time.
No, but then-
He's a photographer now.
Yeah, he's taking pictures of sunflowers.
Nice.
no, but now you think about it. So anytime like my stomach would hurt after that or anything like that, it would be like, oh, it's the protein you're drinking. It's those pills which were like vitamins. It was like fish oil or something. It's that. What would they say? Los cochinadas que and I'm like, yeah, they would always say that.
Yeah.
And so like that's when I started like questioning everything.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with drugs. Like, it's the drugs that are killing you. Whatever.
But see, like
I'm just kidding.
like I say, it's all.
I'm fucking with you.
I question a lot of stuff, but a lot of the times I'm wrong. So like, I know, but I admit when I'm wrong, so that way you can learn.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
John's like, I'm going to quote that shit. I
I admit when I'm wrong.
I do the TikToks on that. Is this like, fuck you?
Is this all mad?
No, I admit
That's what
when
you
I'm wrong all
get
the
for
time.
dogging me earlier, man.
No, fuck that.
Fuck you and fuck your story.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong earlier. So yeah, they were bored.
Oh, fuck.
I had a question I wanted to bring up since we were talking about Elon earlier. But you know how he's trying to go to
I sent him a message right now. But
To
he didn't
Mars?
answer me.
like people.
Oh, people.
Didn't they recently find water particles on Mars?
There's water particles everywhere.
I don't
Apparently.
think it was that recent. I think that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, there's
No, because it was something that they were saying that they found.
I think it was
There
the
or the
last
moon?
rover that landed. They
Yeah,
found
that's
Have
stuff.
you seen the stuff that rover has put out, like videos and
Not
pictures
lately,
and
no.
stuff? Oh, that thing is like way nice. It's like 4K,
Yeah.
and so it's really cool seeing Mars. You know what I mean? Like it looks just like
It looks
desert
boring.
and Earth. Yeah, it looks boring.
It looks boring as shit.
But unless
I would
you're
not go to Mars.
you're like, oh shit, that's Mars. I always try to like look around, like when you look at the pictures. I'm like, do you see footsteps? Do you know, like, do you see like the most random things that?
You know how we were talking the other day about going to the Grand Canyon and being like, oh shit, that's the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Now what? Imagine being the guy that goes to Mars and be like, oh shit, there's Mars.
No, you know where I want to go?
Can I go
Not-
home now?
not so
and
much-
then you can't go home for like 2 years.
Not so
Ever.
much the planet. You know where I want to. I would pay to go into space just because I want to see
How much was it
that.
to go into space? 240,000.
Oh, on Sir Richard Branson's stuff.
That's not space.
Technically. I mean, technically.
Nah.
I don't know if it's outer space, but it's at least inner space.
It's just flying
It used
really
to be
high.
so when they first launched that shit, the tickets were 100,000. Now they're a $250,000, aren't they?
What about
Or was
Jeff
it more?
Bezos?
I think
Is
like
he going into outer
350.
space?
No.
So
Somebody
they're
paid.
fucking lying?
Somebody prepaid.
So outer space is
Okay, so technically, in technical terms, yes. but no.
When you think about space, most people imagine just like all of a sudden you cross this barrier and now you're in space. It's not how the atmosphere works, man.
It's just
It kind of like
So,
it just kind of dissipates
check
and
that I wrote
eventually
for
there's no atmosphere left.
$450,000.
It's weird.
said I was going to space.
And said I was going to space.
You're not going to space.
You're going to space.
You're going to space in legal terms.
Technically speaking, you're going to space.
Yeah. But it's not like space.
But not like what I see in the movies.
No, probably not.
You're
at
still
all like
falling.
Yeah.
So if we stop, it's falling.
To me, space is where you're no longer falling towards Earth. As soon as you're no longer falling, as soon as you're falling towards the sun and not Earth, then you're in space. In my book.
Okay, Mr. Tyson.
No, fuck Tyson. I don't like him.
Ouch.
Why?
He's a pretty
He's
cool
too
dude.
pompous.
We hired him for a couple of years.
He's too pompous about his things.
It's
It's just
He's
too
one of
much.
the
It's just too
smartest
much.
people on the planet, so
he's great.
he can afford to be pompous.
He's great. I mean, like he's entertaining, but I just don't like him.
Oh, you
He's
don't
too-
like Neil?
No offense, Mr. Neil. I'd love to meet you. And I'd
we
say,
should
let's
him
get
on
him
the
on. Yeah,
podcast.
let's get him on the show.
yeah, right. Get it around. No, it's just
Jesus just challenged you.
no. I didn't challenge
He
nobody.
questioned your entire life study.
Yeah, it's probably wrong anyway.
Could you imagine if he showed up and just like
It's probably wrong.
just went off for like an hour?
Send
He's
you a
about
fucking
all the things
send
that he
you a video
knows.
like EJ.
Yeah, right.
You think
He's
a lot
gonna
of
be here
Yeah,
in
he-
a month or two.
in April?
Like,
no.
yeah, like a month.
Can't wait
Next
to meet him, man. It's gonna be exciting.
You're gonna be scared the whole time.
Why?
I
saying
already told Jesus that he was coming. He was like, "Can I take those days off?"
Yeah, as a joke.
You gotta leave me
As a
alone.
joke.
He
EJ.
wasn't joking.
I was joking.
He gave me a piece of paper that he signed that had dates written on it.
That's fine. I'll be happy to meet you.
I'm talking about you. You filled out a time off request.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Pussy.
I haven't yet.
Oh shit!
I think the coolest thing
He's
that I've
coming
ever
like the week
seen-
of the 13th of August. From that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
August or April?
No, I think it's August.
They're trying to come up. They're trying to say a joke, so that'll be here.
It's going to be around. It's
Right.
going to be no,
No, you're
the
missing.
13th of August.
They're talking about his wedding, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is your wedding.
Oh, that too.
We're not
EJ is
going.
going to be at your wedding.
No, we're gonna go out.
How'd you guys know it was the 13th of August?
Have EJ as the
That's what he
speaker.
keeps saying. Anyway.
Yes. Yes.
He's talking about
The pastor.
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
going to
John
marry
already
him.
told me that we're gonna cover that fucking salon with top knives all over it. So
Is it sponsored
You
by
better
Top
work.
Knives?
pretty fucking much.
John, did you find out what your colors are?
Black and yellow, motherfucker.
He says.
Are you gonna have like?
He's gonna have to talk to Jerry. Hey, babe. Like I
Leo
know.
Are you
said.
gonna?
Porque sabe que me lo dice que no.
Are you guys gonna separate like who's the people that were invited by the bride's family and the people that are invited by the groom's family, or are you just it's just gonna be a mix? Because I want
Are we
dibs,
like
I want
in
dibs
the
on the bride's family?
Are
side.
we like in the
Yeah,
middle?
same.
Like the
Yeah,
people that
'cause-
forcibly got invited?
You're behind the
If they
camera?
sit us on the outside, that's fucked up.
Remember, because he at first we were supposed to work.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I told
At first we
him
were supposed to
no. We
work.
said no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He only invited us because we were gonna go work.
What the
Oh, he
fuck?
invited you?
Huh?
He invited you?
No, he said, "Hey, can you guys film our wedding? Just take a few pictures." I'm
Because
like,
I
no.
don't have an invite.
We're like, no. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said no.
You don't want to no more.
So
You don't
Okay.
even want to go.
You know how sometimes I'm wrong? I was wrong when I
Cancel
said
that
yes.
Because of that shit. Did
See?
you take a drink?
I admit when I'm wrong.
yeah, I've had a few drinks.
I want to
What
go
does he
hang
drink?
out and have fun. I don't want to go work.
Why? It's just water anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
I want to go hang out
I
with,
just grabbed
my
it.
compa
I just
Giovanni.
grabbed it because it's clear,
Yeah, I do.
so I can pretend like I'm drinking.
You don't. Why not? You don't like him? That's fucked up, John. I'm gonna tell him.
Damn.
Gin?
Yep.
Why would you say that?
Did you really call him that?
Don't call him that. That's fucked up.
I don't blame you.
No.
Anyway, this episode is sponsored
Yeah, let's
by
talk about
Tops
something
Knives.
else because
Tops Knives has sponsored this podcast now for a year and a half almost.
yeah,
Is it a year and a half?
thank you,
Or
Tops.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah,
now?
something like that.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while,
And
more than a
so-
year.
Yeah.
The next podcast is
reason
going to be a fucking the 100 one. So we're going to get everybody that's been on the show here, like
the
take our thing.
yeah.
And, yeah.
Damn, this is gonna be a mess.
It's going to absolutely going to be a mess.
Yeah.
But it's going to be badass.
That lives here, fool.
Can we just
Fucking
stop
guy.
talking to him?
Yeah.
But we'll do something. We'll do something that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. Podcast in the woods again.
Isn't it going to be next week?
No, next week
So we're gonna do like
double
60 special episodes
before the 100th
before the
one.
100th one.
Yes.
No, you know what next one
That's
is
a
going
good
to be? The episode before Blade
This is
Texas
confusing.
episode.
This timeline's confusing.
No, so we're gonna do the blade fucking Fort Worth one. We'll do one down there.
That'll be the 100th one.
No,
I was gonna say the 100th one was gonna be without me.
exactly. No, that's
Shit,
You
that
should've-
is kind of fucked up.
We'll do like a fucking blade fucking.
You should have said
Texas
yes.
recap.
I would have done yes.
If you
No,
guys
it's
did
fucked
the
up.
100th one in Fort Worth without me, the 100th one would be a podcast I do by myself. While you guys are down there,
It's just you.
it's gonna be boring as
No,
fuck.
no,
call
we're
you.
gonna do. We're
But
gonna
I'm
do
still
the
good with
Blade
it.
show.
Yeah, we'll call
Blade
you.
show Texas recap or something.
Yeah, that show's going to be cool. I'm excited for Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, hell yeah. Got my cowboy outfit ready to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Good for
shopping
you.
tomorrow for Craig's cowboy hat.
Yeah.
You down? Still?
Do you have to say yeehaw
I mean,
like
you
6
don't,
times?
you don't have to ask him.
No. I'm just saying if he's down to go tomorrow,
Oh, okay.
we're gonna take cowboy hat.
We never picked a day that we were gonna go.
Yeah.
What's it for?
I was hoping you guys had forgotten and
Oh, no,
it just
no.
wasn't gonna come up.
You should probably watch
Craig.
Yellowstone before you go.
Craig, it's
you
You
done?
have to. You have to watch Yellowstone
think,
before
think
you go.
about it. You
I tell
go get a nice cowboy hat, or you're going to be wearing that American flag one.
I'm not wearing the American
Okay,
flag.
then.
Why not? What's wrong with the American flag?
What do we have
There's nothing
tomorrow?
wrong with the American
Is there
flag.
any-
Oh, he's
There's
talking
something-
shit.
Is there
about it.
anything tomorrow that we have to do it early?
I have to edit a podcast.
All right, so we can take Edgar.
Yeah.
Did you go buy his stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna film it, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
How about fucking Twinkle Dick? Are we getting him one too?
Okay. Everyone has to wear
All
it.
right, done.
Yeah.
No, John has to buy his own.
Because we can make John just stand back and film.
I have to try mine on, though, because I
Your head got bigger.
Because your
yeah.
head got bigger.
No,
yeah.
no, because I've been
Because I've been working. I've been
That
fucking
was
exercising my
that was
head.
low hanging fruit.
No, I got.
I've been growing my hair.
I've been good. No.
It'll fit. You're fine. It's just hair.
Can I fade it?
Can I fade it?
No,
He just went way far.
I'm glad I have snapbacks because I had to open them up a lot more.
What is that?
My snapbacks.
Why are you supporting Carhartt? Can't believe we fucking got that comment, dude. Like, it's just a hat he wears.
And it's funny because I had bought them before.
Yeah,
this whole thing.
Should you throw it away just because?
Hell no.
Yeah.
These things are like 15
I
bucks a
don't
piece.
fucking
Why
work
would
for
I?
him, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's just a hat he wears. It's not like,
It's like, oh, I can't believe you're supporting.
Yeah, like I wear
guess
fucking coats.
yeah, like I wear this. Doesn't mean.
I support
So
Apple.
what the fuck is
Sorry,
this?
I thought it was a different shirt.
Why is it that you weren't
Super
allowed to support Carhartt? I don't even know what.
Because they made their employees get vaccines.
Yeah.
Oh, those mother. Okay.
Take that shit off. Craig, take that shit off.
Take it off right now.
You know, like,
I don't give a flying dick. I don't work
like
there.
if that's what you got to do as a company, then
what
I guess
you
that's
gotta
what you
do,
got to
man.
do.
No,
Like
because
that's different. A company making
But
that kind of
yeah,
decision
they-
is different than a government.
yeah,
making
they
that
don't
kind of
realize
decision.
that they probably got forced to. Because then they have the whole where they're forcing companies who had more than 100 employees to.
Yeah, it wasn't,
They
it wasn't
had
their
to get
fault.
the
man.
Well, they may
vaccine.
have made that
Same
decision
thing
anyway.
with the fucking INO here.
Yeah, like
A lot of people quit. A lot of people got, and then they fucking 2 days after the end date, then they're like, oh.
I refuse to get my power source from them now, or whatever they do. I refuse to do whatever they do. I refuse to do it now.
is that why you've been freezing at home?
I don't know.
Are you getting power from
Probably not
the
yet.
INL? I don't think that's what they do.
They should.
I don't think it's a power plant.
They should make it a power plant.
I think it's just a nuclear, like a research
Bomb.
facility.
What's that? Oh.
Yeah, I think they mostly are doing research.
You can't
not
say what they
like-
do there. Remember?
Well, I don't know what
I
they
don't
do
work
there.
there. So
because
I'm looking up.
Nobody
I'm
tells
assuming.
me.
So it's a power plant then.
But I do know that they made the battery on the probe that they sent past Pluto.
So power plant.
Yeah, but it's not powering your house, motherfucker. It's powering the satellite that flew past Pluto.
It don't matter.
It's still
damn it.
power.
It's still
Jesus.
power, and it
Oh
came
my
from there.
God. But it's not powering your house.
It's a plant.
Okay, boycott it. Don't ever look at those pictures
I'm
of fucking Pluto and its moons.
And
okay?
its beautiful
Don't.
heart.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Don't ever look at those
Never.
pictures.
Never again.
How dare you?
This is the dumbest thing, right?
It
It
is.
is. It's stupid.
It
It's
is.
stupid.
But I don't know.
You know, it like if you disagree with the company, don't buy their shit. That's
yeah,
cool.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But like,
But give
you know, like
Stark shit for his hat.
One of my warmest fucking coats is a fucking Carhartt.
Yeah, they make good stuff. What
They
can I
make
say?
good stuff. They really do.
Yeah, like
Plus, all John's wardrobes.
And it was
Carhartt.
crazy because we went.
Boycott John.
what is
Boycott
your
John.
What are your other options? Dickies.
Pretty
Is
much.
that it? I mean,
I wear
Dickies
Dickies.
or just
Dickies,
off-brand stuff?
yeah, that's no. I mean, this like is a legit
Yeah,
question.
no,
Like
yeah.
other than Carhartt, it's
No,
Dickies
it's,
and
Lee.
No, it's
that makes like specifically workwear stuff.
correct. What the fuck's it called? It's
Area
start with the W.
Yeah, but that's more like
no, area
Western wear.
That's Western wear.
Oh, I couldn't find that area
Workwear?
at Compton stuff.
Is it workwear?
That's what I want.
Is there one called workwear?
Work something.
Workwear? There's got to be a company named Workwear, right? If there isn't, I'm going to trademark it right now.
Workwear? There was that. Isn't there a tough workwear?
No, it's fucking a big fucking. That's the main competitor Carhartt has.
Yeah, Workwear. Carhartt, Area, Bulwark, Black Ladder, Patagonia,
No, Patagonia is too fancy.
Wrangler. That starts with a W.
Wrangler's like a
Cheap.
Wrangler and Ariat probably. Those are probably competition.
National Workwear.
Yeah. So if you don't like Carhartt, don't buy any more of their stuff. But if you
That's
have their
fine.
stuff already, like if you want to burn it, go for it.
Yeah, throw it away. They already made their
Like,
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for
You're
it.
just wasting your
You
money.
sure stuck it to them by like throwing something away that you already paid for.
That's what. Remember the whole Nike thing? When people were burning the shoes and the
You burn your shoes?
their
No.
like the shirts and stuff like
did
that.
not.
People were like, "You already paid them for it. Like you're the one losing the money."
Well, and here's the funny thing: when was the last time you heard somebody try to boycott Nike?
When
what's his
Colin
name was
Kaepernick
was doing the
did
kneeling.
kneeling.
Yeah, but
True Work?
last month, did you hear anything about anybody trying to boycott Nike?
No.
Yeah, they already fucking forgot, and they're already buying Nike shit.
You
again.
just reminded
Yeah.
them. God damn.
Well,
Let me sell my stocks
like
before this
if that's
goes
what
out.
you're gonna do, then stick to your guns.
Just kidding. I don't have
No,
any
it's because we
stocks.
live in that day and age where everything is like a week old, and then
It's all posturing. It's all posturing. Like I'm gonna jump on this
And it's
train,
funny 'cause I
and then
went
a
to-
month later I'm buying it again.
I went to the store at work. Fucking work cart. A fucking
Cal Ranch?
No, a fuck Carhartt store. And then when I found out about it, was like I went on Saturday, and then on Monday they started that shit. And I had fucking shirts. I had one sweatshirt. I had a fucking coats. I had some beanies.
That you threw away?
No, absolutely not. I even bought my dog a fucking like this fucking thing for Carhartt.
How dare your dog support
I
Carhartt?
don't know.
he supports the
He looks,
vaccine.
he looks sick as fuck.
Yeah,
Anyway, that's so fucking dumb.
Such a beautiful
That's
dog.
crazy how I think Foot Lockers and Foot Actions and all those stores are going to start struggling because Nike's pulling not all, but most of their shoes from Foot Lockers.
Damn.
And you know how Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, they're all like.
Hopefully Nike opens up a fucking store, not a fucking outlet, but a fucking.
That's why
actual
they're
store.
opening stores and they have way less overhead with the online store.
And with their Metaverse store.
Because like if you can just order off
There's
the
a
website.
Subway on Metaverse now. You know that? So you can put on your VR goggles, go to a Subway, and have them make you a sandwich.
And go pretend like
digital-
you're eating a sandwich. That seems like something that you don't want to be filmed doing.
It's stupid, but it's stupid. But you go have them make your sandwich, and then you go pick it up at your Subway.
Oh, that's cool.
So you see them. You're like, I want this. You see the whole menu, and you tell them what to make. And there's like real people working at this fake Subway. There's like a real person taking your order, and like filling it in, and then you go to Subway and pick up your.
But that is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you can do that.
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
It's badass. Imagine going to going to a store, say like a Nike.
I wonder when
store,
they're gonna get
and you
fucking
buy it and
taquerias
everything,
on there.
and then you go get it.
Échale poquito chile, güey. No, güey, más.
No, más, güey, no mames, la estás cagando. And then you go pick up your taco and it's nothing like it.
Fucking crazy.
I bet the sandwich artists at Subway are like, fuck this. Like, I have to make it just like that.
Yeah, no, but imagine. So there's probably the dude that's making a pretend sandwich is probably making like 3 times more than the guy that's actually making the real sandwich. And it's fucking hilarious. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
Technology is
That's-
amazing.
that's
How
legit
many
crazy.
employees are they paying to do that?
I don't know. Yeah,
That's fucking
yeah.
crazy.
That's
It's
insane.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up and show you guys. But
I mean, on the one hand, it's cool because they could fucking do that from their house.
yeah, actually, let me do it on this one so I can show you.
Subway just found a way to fucking let their employees work from home.
Well, they still need real employees to.
Yeah, they
actually
still
make
need
the
real
fucking
employees to
sandwich.
make the sandwich so you can go pick it up.
Do you think this redeems them for like employing that pedophile for so many years?
Probably. Poor guy, man.
Oh damn.
Not poor guy. Poor Subway.
Poor Subway, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I have a feeling they didn't know.
Shouldn't shouldn't we boycott Subway now?
Because they're...
Well, if they had defended him, sure. If they had defended him, I would boycott Subway.
Well, yeah.
Fuck that. If they're gonna defend a pedophile, like they can get fucked.
So I guess this guy works at the Metaverse Subway.
What the fuck?
They're watching a video right now. What should they search?
They work
This
7. Just search Metaverse Subway. There's a bunch of videos. He makes that many ETH per hour in tips. So he makes $16 an hour and then $2 in tips per hour. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Imagine getting fired from a virtual Subway. You suck that bad.
You're not good at even making virtual sandwiches.
I'm like, that's fucked up.
I'm not going to say a name, but I know somebody that would.
Yeah. Starts with a J and ends with a non.
Doesn't have an H. There's no H.
J. I said J.
Yeah,
I meant J.
but there's no H in that.
And no H.
Yeah.
What hit the millón?
Dude, we should make a Metaverse Tops knife so they can just come in here and look at all our knives. And there's no liability of them dropping it on their foot.
A metaverse fucking storefront.
Yeah, we'll put it on. We'll be like,
Turn
hey,
it
welcome
down,
to Tops
fool.
Knives. And write it down. Metaverse Tops. And turn your shit down.
Jesus, you write it down.
It'd be cool if they come and like see the knives.
See the knives,
Yeah.
pick them up. And
And then like, oh, I want this one.
you should
They
go to
buy that
that. You should
How much programming do you think that would take?
A lot.
a lot, but I mean,
That'd be fucking worth it,
badass.
though.
That'd be worth
It'd
it.
be amazing.
That'd eliminate fucking shows.
That'd be so fucking
Not
cool.
only that, but it would
Shows
eliminate
a
the
physical-
liability of them dropping a knife on their hand, and they could see how big it actually is, like compared to. Because you won't be able to feel it, but you'll be able to.
you can
see
still get the right
size,
context.
The right context.
That's
yeah.
insane.
I wonder how much that would.
I don't know.
That would cost.
You should go to that Bitcoin show in Florida and talk to somebody.
Yeah, we
Find
should.
somebody to talk to. Or so like one of the guys that does a bunch of these videos, he's got a company in Atlanta. So maybe like
We're gonna be in Atlanta.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like maybe when you're in Atlanta, hit them up and see if they because I'm sure they do some. I'm sure that part of their business is doing some sort of what's it called?
Programming for people.
Not programming, but talking to people about it and
Consulting.
consulting. It's a consulting, yeah. And maybe they can set you up with the right
Who's doing
programmers.
this?
That'd be amazing. Yeah, who does this?
See, I've learned my lesson. I don't.
He was doing this. He's like, they do.
I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to try to finish his sentences anymore. Because who the fuck?
how the fuck am I gonna
They
mind
do,
consulting?
That's
They
why-
do typing.
How
No
do I?
typing.
That's why I said programming. Like you have to program with your fingers.
Fair enough,
See?
man.
See?
Fair enough. But how would I mime consulting then?
Well, don't use your hands.
I don't know. Don't mime it. Just say fucking consulting.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
just say the word.
Fuck. You guys make a good point.
Thank you, Edgar.
Guys out there, I
man,
admit
you
when
totally
I'm wrong.
redeemed me.
I admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. He finishes his sentences, my sentences, because
Based
I
off of
suck
your-
at fucking
hand,
miming.
hand gestures.
Thank you.
What about all the
He's
times
like-
he finishes other people's sentences the wrong way?
They're probably doing this
They
too.
all. So everybody that has met Craig sucks at miming. Because
Nobody else said that. Just you.
I know, because I'm the only one
Leo
that.
kind of agreed, but he was just.
Yeah,
being
me
a
and Leo are
dick.
the only ones that have enough.
I mean, you talk
enough,
a lot with your hands.
enough. Can you finish that sentence right there to call you out on it? Enough.
Scales.
Okay, I have to do it smaller. 'cause
Looks like-
this is too big.
Hamster.
Yeah, you have to do his language.
Grapes.
Am I getting better at this?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
It looked like you were picking.
I'm not gonna try to guess anymore because
It looked like you were picking grapes.
He understood. See?
Milking a cow. That's what I thought.
No, balls to the chin.
Oh,
we're
well,
talking
you
about
went-
balls, huevos. Enough huevos. I'm sorry.
Oh my
We're going off the rails
Guys,
now.
Holy shit.
If there,
Anyway.
do we still have people that listen to this shit?
we almost made it all the way through this without talking about dicks.
No, we didn't. We
We're not
started right
talking
off the
about that. We're
bat.
talking about balls.
Like, stem cells, remember? Big old long dong. You remember Leo? Leo did this.
That wasn't
Okay.
in the beginning.
That was
though.
in the beginning.
That was like
it was a
within
ways
10
in.
minutes.
It was
It
a
was a
ways.
ways in.
It was more than 10.
No, it was
the
10.
way then.
What's the over under on that? I think it was.
I don't know.
We were
Can you explain over under to me? That's
No,
one of the things that
I
I
don't.
don't
I
get.
don't.
I don't understand over unders.
I don't
how they work.
understand odds either. I just know the phrase.
Gosh, damn.
Does it,
I
do
use
do
the
you
phrase.
actually know odds, like how that shit works for betting and shit? Do you?
No.
I don't.
So like a plus 400. What does that mean?
What about you, Edgar?
No idea.
Somebody's gonna explain.
You don't know either.
Edgar?
That's why.
But he has
but
everybody
nobody asked
but me.
The only ones that like gambling are Leo and me.
I
But I don't like
I
that.
assumed you wouldn't
so
know.
explain like what?
No, I like
Like
gambling.
What do you?
But not.
So when you look
not
at
slot
odds to like
machines.
bet on stuff, and there's like a plus, the odds of this
So that's
happening
gonna
are
pay you.
plus this
That's
or
gonna pay you
minus
like
that.
400. 400. That's gonna pay you 400 times more. What you're betting.
I don't think it works that way.
Entonces, ¿para qué preguntas si ya sabes?
No, like I know that the number isn't like equal to an exact percentage or like it's not equal to that exactly. But I don't know how it works.
We're gonna figure this shit out live.
Yeah.
Well, not live.
Like 2-to-1 is not 2. It's like
2 to 1 is double your money.
right, but it's not. It's
Pues hijo de tu-
No.
equal. It's not, but it's not a plus 2. It's like a to double your money is like a plus 100 or something like that. It doesn't.
10, yeah. Something.
Yeah, see, it doesn't make sense to me. That's all I'm getting at. Sorry. Jeez.
Well, don't ask me if you know the answer.
I don't know the
You
answer.
don't believe me? Google it.
I'm trying to see how over/under works, but
I got a good friend. His name is Google.
yeah.
That's your buddy. So
So
they're
let's
all
see.
Googling it right now.
Blah 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 blah. As with other types of bets, where the odds of either outcome are meant to be even, is typical set about 5%. Yeah, I don't get it. I gave up.
So let's bet next time.
Okay, next time on this podcast, John's gonna explain what over/under means.
Done.
So either we're gonna all understand it, or none of us are gonna understand it.
The over/under is a set of odds in which you bet on whether the combined score will add up to more or less than the projected total. Okay, so the person setting the total, like say that.
Me put $100.
So
Say 10 to 1. So the score's gonna
but
be.
it's not even that.
20
It's,
to
it's
3.
more like they say this is what we think is going to happen, and you say no, I think it's going to be over that or under that,
Oh.
and then they add some odds in there. And I still don't get it.
No.
It doesn't fucking make
No.
any sense. God damn it!
You know how
And
they
we go to
say.
Vegas every year and we never ask that question.
You know how they say
Yeah.
if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it.
I definitely don't understand it.
There's a bunch of stuff that I think I do understand, but I can't explain simply. So that means I don't understand it fully, huh? Fuck.
I guess I.
do it like your parents would do it, like, you know. Mira, es que estás bien pendejo, no te voy a decir.
I'm almost like your dad, huh? I didn't hear him
Almost like his dad, or like
because I say the exact same thing.
Are you more like his daddy?
Both probably. But I say that to him. No te estás bien. I don't say it like that though.
How do you say it?
Estás bien, güey. I've said menso a few times, huh? I didn't mean it though.
You didn't?
Do you know I admit when
Really?
I'm wrong? What's that?
You didn't?
Well, I did technically. If you have to go technical about it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
we learned today that I'm kind of an asshole too. But I admit when I'm wrong.
We need to figure out this over/under thing.
Yeah.
it's bugging
yeah,
me.
well, John's gonna do the research.
No.
Yeah. So, anyways, the next podcast you guys will hear, we will be in.
No, we won't.
in Tejas.
No,
No,
We're doing one next week.
we have to do one next week. We're still gonna be here, unless you want to skip one.
Monday.
Because then he won't have time
You know
to
what?
upload it.
We're gonna take a month
Oh,
off.
okay.
No podcast from us for a month.
Have we done a live one for March?
Oh, we haven't.
So we can do a live
one.
over there.
Yeah, we can do a live one.
Yeah, you guys can do a live one from over there.
St. Patty's Day.
That way I can hang out with
St.
you guys
Patty's
again.
Day.
Special edition.
Thursday,
go.
Thursday
Thursday.
night, St. Patty's Day.
Special edition.
So episode 100 has to wait still.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
Episode
exactly. So
100
we're
can
gonna,
be St. Patty's Day.
around June.
no, because Jesus is not gonna be.
He'll
there.
be
that's-
drinking from home. He'll call us.
But that's the March. You can't call it episode 100 because that's the March live.
Yeah, that's the March live. So we'll do the March live.
Done.
And then the 100, we'll bring up Maya, Dylan.
But we still have to do one next week from here, don't we? Or do you guys
No,
leave
the
it
live.
next?
Not if
we
do the
leave.
live.
We leave
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Okay, so this one comes out Monday, and then
That's what I
the
said.
following one. Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah,
You
and
can
God
do
damn
it.
it.
So we'll do the live.
Yeah,
I thought of it before
We'll
I
do that
said
live
it, and
one.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll do that live one, and then Edgar will
Oh,
send it to you, and you can upload it on
No,
Monday.
for some reason I thought we were going to.
So
for
we'll do
the
it live,
upcoming
but then
Monday.
you upload it on Monday still. The
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it on Thursday.
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
Monday you
You,
upload it.
you looked at me like you were confused.
No, For some reason, I wasn't thinking about this episode that we're
Correct.
recording right
Correct.
now coming
Gotcha.
out this Monday. This
Yeah.
next Monday.
Gotcha.
And so I was like a week off. That's what I was
Yeah.
like. Well, we still need one for next week, but that's this week.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So next one you guys hear will be live in Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's gonna be funny because episode 100 is actually gonna technically be like episode 130 something. Because we've had like 20 specials and lives.
Good.
And 4 or 5 episodes that never aired.
Yeah.
That's true.
They were horrible.
We'll do. So right now that
We
you have
should-
John,
we should
go
Jesus,
back and
now that
listen
you
to
have
those.
John doing nothing, have him break up little clips of that
Oh yeah, and we could do that for the 100th episode.
and throw those
Yeah,
in
because
there.
he's not doing anything
Listen
anyway.
to those.
Because he don't do shit anyway. Look at him sit there looking at us on the screen.
He thinks he does. But
Anyways,
I know him
enough
better.
with John. John, we love you.
no.
But yeah, let's wrap this up because I gotta go send some
Okay.
stuff.
So, like we said before, let us know which themes you guys would like to hear because we're just kind of picking them out of a hat, you know. And this is not a hat, but it's
Dude.
no, it's fine. So make sure to go to topsdailygrind.com. There's some merch there. Go to topsknives.com. Use TGG30. Save 30% off anything that we have in stock, which is not much. And also, the Silent Hero sold out because we only ordered a shitload of them.
Yes.
And we still
we
sold
ordered
You know
out.
what? Let's
the
talk about that
most
real
we
quick.
ordered.
Real quick, 5 minutes.
Yep.
3
Damn
minutes.
it.
Go.
Everybody that's listening to this probably already realizes it, but we've been busy ever since the pandemic hit, and we've been out of stock on a lot of stuff. We're making and selling more knives than ever, and people don't see that. All they see is out of stock. And what happens is we'll send a batch out. They're in stock for like a day or two, and then everybody that had like a pre-order or that knew it was
filled.
coming buys it, and then it's out of stock again. The Silent Hero, we sold out of them. We're oversold on them already. Just so everybody knows, we made more than 3 times what we were doing last year for new models.
Use percentages because it sounded like really nice.
We made over 300% more Silent Hero 4s.
That we've done on any other
Technically,
model.
you'd have to say 400% for it to be 3 times, but
Okay, so more than 400% more. Okay, we made more than 400% more Silent Hero 4s than we did for new models.
For new models last year, yeah.
And they still sold out in less than a week.
actually, no, you're right, 300%.
Okay.
God damn it, Jesus.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
so
of
we made a
profits. I was
fuckload
thinking
of
of profits.
fucking
Oh, okay.
Silent Heroes.
'Cause you have
They
to
sold
include
out
the
fast.
Initial investment. Sorry.
We oversold on them just because we didn't want to shut it down early.
Yeah,
But
we're
they
already,
sold down
it's already
fucking
back
fast.
ordered.
Yep, so
And we made, like I said, 3 times 300% more.
3, 4,
than-
5
than
times,
normal.
whatever, but we made a fuckload of them.
We technically they were sold out in like 3 days.
3 days.
But we didn't back order it for a week. So we're oversold.
Oops.
Sorry, everybody. I mean, sorry.
You'll get
not-
'em.
Sorry, not sorry. We'll make them again.
You'll get
as
'em. You'll
soon
get
as
'em.
we can. But just so everybody knows, we are making more stuff than ever by a lot. It's just still not enough.
Still not enough, and again, it's still is not enough. We're not getting enough steel. We're not,
Yeah.
there's a little problem that we're having, but
But
they're
even-
getting fixed. They're getting
And
fixed.
even with those issues, we're still making more and selling more than ever. It's crazy.
It's insane. But everybody, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us. Please keep
then-
joining us
We'll see you
because we like doing this. We want to keep doing it. So
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So peace out.
Peace
See you
out,
guys.
everybody.
Later,
Thank you guys.
Fuck you, Craig.
Oh shit.